Did you know many doctors believe your bathroom habits after 70 can reveal important clues about your overall health and even your longevity? As people grow older, they usually focus on blood pressure, cholesterol, and joint pain. But one basic daily function often gets ignored, even though it can say a lot about what is happening inside the body. The truth is that urination patterns can reflect the condition of your kidneys, heart, bladder, nerves, and hydration levels. In this video, we will look at 6 urination habits that may reveal a lot about your health after 70. These are not just small inconveniences. They can be signals from the body that deserve attention. By the end, you will better understand what to notice and how to respond in a calm and wise way. Stay with Senior Health Tips until the end, because these patterns may help you protect your independence and support a longer, healthier life. One important habit is how often you wake up at night to urinate. Many older adults think this is only a bladder issue, but it can also reflect how well the heart and kidneys are managing fluid. When the body processes fluid efficiently during the day, sleep is usually more restful, but when fluid regulation becomes less effective, the body may push more urine production at night. Waking up again and again to use the bathroom can disturb deep sleep, increase daytime fatigue, and raise the risk of falls. It may also suggest that the kidneys are not concentrating urine properly, or that the body is holding onto fluid during the day. Small changes like lowering evening salt intake or resting with the legs slightly elevated later in the day may sometimes help. If nighttime urination suddenly becomes more frequent, it should not be brushed aside. It may be the body asking for attention. Another habit that matters is waiting too long before going to the bathroom. Some people ignore the urge because they are busy, distracted, or simply used to holding it. But regularly delaying urination can put stress on the bladder and affect how completely it empties. Over time, this can reduce bladder efficiency and increase the chance of infection. When urine stays in the bladder too long, bacteria have more time to grow. That can lead to urinary tract infections, and in older adults, those infections can sometimes trigger confusion or weakness. Responding to the urge earlier is not a sign of weakness. It is a form of caring for the body. Going when the need first appears helps reduce pressure on the urinary system and supports better long-term function. A third important pattern is drinking too little water. Many older adults reduce fluids because they worry about accidents or do not want to keep looking for a bathroom. But not drinking enough can create new problems instead of solving old ones. The body depends on water to remove waste, support circulation, and keep organs working properly. When hydration is too low, urine becomes darker and more concentrated. That can irritate the bladder and increase the risk of stones, infections, dizziness, and mental fog. Drinking small amounts steadily through the day is often more helpful than drinking large amounts all at once. If urine is consistently dark or has a strong smell, the body may be asking for more fluid. Staying hydrated supports the kidneys, blood pressure, energy levels, and overall resilience. Another habit to pay attention to is straining while trying to urinate. Some older adults push hard when flow feels slow or incomplete. This may seem harmless, but repeated straining can place pressure on the pelvic floor and even affect heart rate and blood pressure. After 70, the tissues that support the bladder and nearby organs may already be more delicate. Forceful pushing can sometimes point to an underlying issue, such as bladder weakness, obstruction, or prostate enlargement. Trying to force urination may worsen the situation instead of helping. A better approach is to relax, breathe, and allow the body time. If straining happens often, it may be wise to get it checked rather than continue forcing the body. The goal is ease, not pressure. The appearance of urine also matters. Many people stop paying attention to color or clarity as they age, assuming that if they can urinate, everything is probably fine. But urine can provide useful signals about hydration, infection, kidney function, and other internal changes. Normally, urine should be light yellow and fairly clear. If it becomes consistently dark, cloudy, unusually foamy, or visibly different for several days, it may be worth paying attention. Cloudiness can suggest infection or excess minerals. Dark urine can point to dehydration or a problem involving the kidneys or liver. Persistent foam may sometimes be linked to protein loss in the urine. Looking does not mean worrying. It simply means staying aware. Noticing change early can make it easier to respond before a small issue becomes a larger one. The final habit is ignoring urgency or leakage. Some older adults notice sudden urges, small leaks, or difficulty making it to the bathroom in time, but they keep it to themselves out of embarrassment. Others begin avoiding outings, exercise, or social time because they feel ashamed. But ignoring these changes can affect more than bladder comfort. It can reduce movement, lower confidence, and increase isolation. Urgency and leakage can sometimes be improved with bladder training, pelvic floor exercises, medication review, and avoiding triggers like caffeine or spicy foods. More importantly, taking action helps preserve independence and quality of life. Staying socially active and physically engaged matters greatly after 70. A bladder issue should not be allowed to quietly shrink a person's world. Now that we have gone through these 6 habits, take a moment to think about your own routine. Are you noticing what your body is trying to tell you, or have you been dismissing these signs as a normal part of aging? The truth is that urination habits are not just private details. They can reflect how well the body is functioning and how much support it may need. The purpose of this video is not to create fear. It is to encourage awareness and action. Small daily choices still matter after 70. Hydrating properly, responding to the urge to go, avoiding straining, and paying attention to changes can all help support better health. It is never too late to make simple improvements that protect strength, clarity, and independence. Your body has carried you for decades, and it still deserves care and respect. Paying attention to these signals is one way to return that care. Longevity is not only about living longer, it is also about living better. Senior Health Tips believes that awareness, consistency, and small actions can make a meaningful difference. Thank you for watching, and we hope this information helps you move forward with more confidence, wisdom, and self-care.